is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington.
Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Seattle.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now gone. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. 1st drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he stopped immediately there.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Thompson to throw on 2nd down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Now Thompson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Goff. He completes it to Tompkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27th. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Off play action. Here's Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Thompson going to throw it.
And Walker has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there on a 1st down for Seattle.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
1st down. Here's Thompson.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Seahawks at 6 and 9 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full on steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback running.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Trying the left side with Walker. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
3rd and long, Thompson.
Finding Walker complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Again, Walker.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. try and run. Walker.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Goff now looking to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit.
KJ Hamler.
73 yards.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
We're good. 14. Obama. Hey, 5. Go.
Goff looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Thompson will look to the air on first down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
2 for 1. Value 3. Value 3. Hey, down.
Gone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Runs over him.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Hell, you won!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game. A risky 4th down call. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tariq Woolen in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Seahawks 10. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Thompson now. Going right back to Fant. He's got the first down and more.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10. Here's Thompson. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hey, 76! 76! 76! Hell, you won!
Back to throw, Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got him in, complete. And some room to work. The 30.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case.
And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
First down, Thompson.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And they take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit,
they get their 6th win of the season against 10 losses.